guys. So a little bit tired. Let's try to make new prediction for next week. For last prediction, I was expecting a reversal with a gap down, which means that I was expecting a gap down, reversal, and then a move to the downside. But we just got a gap down, move down, reversal, and then move to the downside. So basically the trend was correct, the movement a little bit off. For several stocks I was basically correct, but they did the reversal, they opened with a gap down, but for the market is what it is. So for next week I didn't prepare anything, so what I'm seeing, what I'm examining, what I'm thinking and saying. So you can see that the trend tried to change here, change back drastically, a gap down, so there is 3 gaps to fill, and basically is way off to the downside. Momentum is big to the downside, we are in oversold, and I draw here a trend on the stochastic, which means that if you want to see a reversal, I will wait. I won't touch it for the long until we see the break. And at the moment, you could see the momentum is basically very steep. The 200 is facing down. The super trend is facing down. If you check the 60 minutes, you can see the gap 1, 2, 3, which needs to be filled. I think a lot of people are waiting for the gap to fill at least 1 or 2 of them. So they're expecting the price will push maybe to the 380 for the fill for the first gap. Is it a possibility? Yes, it is. But do we have any indication that it's gonna be? Not yet. And for the short term, the move for the upside, I will wait for the 368. The SPY finish to the downside, hold the downside, didn't try to move up after hours because Monday today there is no trading day. So just let me see, 367.20. It's okay. I think it could push a little bit maybe lower, and then try to push higher to the 368. So if I want to see maybe for the intraday move up, I will wait for the SPY to break the 368. I don't care if it will be a gap up. The pre-market, this will mean that we're gonna move to the upside, but still remember we are downtrend. We could see some sort of consolidation. Some people could see maybe shoulder, this is the head, maybe another shoulder will form and then a break, but at the moment there is no break, there is no shoulder. So I will wait, because you can see what happened here. Shoulder, had some sort of shoulder and took all those people out, because lots of buyers bought him. So when the price will come back to close the gap, immediately push down, because all the buyers will sell. So a lot of short sellers and buyers wish to close their position here at 380. There is validation for the 350, so it's still valid. So still waiting, and I think there is more the room for it to reach the 350 and then come up, instead of just breaking to the upside. So let's see what else. So for the long term position, we are deep in downtrends. I think it could maybe reach and attempt the 370 maybe. There's some sort of rejection. You can see here. You can see how it's like to touch it, and then fell. If we check it, we touched it, fell, touched, fell. So will it open with a gap up? I would not trust it. Again, the intraday maybe. In order to try to break the downtrend, it needs to push and close below the 370, minimum 374. So it's try to reach this place and try to close the gap. And there is no divergence to the upside, so it means that it's only continue to the downside. And the downside could be again this place for me, because any move in the shorter term and try to create a divergence can bring the buyers back. Again, you can see the pattern of shoulders, so wait to see if it can form, but at the moment I'm still biased to the downside. And every move to the upside will meet sellers 371 and 378 area. There are sellers, so in order to take them out, and you can see the volume here. Sorry, one, this is volume. But what I like is formation. And you can see they holding, buyers holding the price, but it was an expression of option. I don't know, those below the max pain number. Max pain, I think it was 400, 406, and he decided just to fail. So what, they lost a lot of money, so they need to bring it back. And in order to do that, need to create a short move and then take out all the short sellers with big push to the upside. So this is it. You can see there is no divergence. This is down, this is moving down. There is a try, you see, to build a divergence of reversal, but didn't confirm yet. You can maybe wait for it to break. For the longer term, I will wait for it to break this line. And you can see the momentum also deep in the it's deep in this area is a little bit oversold area. You can see every time touch, this is the minus 20, minus 20. Let's try to push up, and now it's minus 36. So there is a possibility to push up, and also you see the momentum for the short term start to want to move up. Doesn't mean it will, because you can see it here. Alright, you can see it here. It's cross, and when it crosses, it's try to move up and then fail. So it can do something like this and then fail. So I will wait for it, and let me check something else. If I see here, because I don't know, something wrong with the chart. Yes, something is wrong with the chart. Let me check something. Sorry, guys. Yeah. All right. So this is it for the SPY. So conclude, still move to the downside, can because it's some sort of oversold, it can make a reversal. The reversal can be start with a gap up, like it did here, gap down. It'll be a gap up. All the indicators will be here. So a lot of buyers, and then boom, move to the downside. So be careful for continuation to the downside. I will wait for it again to close below, above 368 for some sort of confirmation. But remember, 370, 380 is an area of resistance. 378 stuff can be some sort of resistance. There is no break of the trend. If we go to the 15 minutes, so the trend you see here is still down. So the price will need to touch maybe 371. If it push lower, this will be a break, and then come back to the 365 area, and then try to come up. So I will wait. And you can see here a lot of close of position. So at the end of the session, they close a lot of position, I think. So careful with it. This is the SPY. Let's go for the Qs. 3 minutes. See if we see something else. With the Qs, I think it's the same. But with the Qs, I think you can see more clearly the buyer's game. The buyer's scam, they hold the price, didn't let it fall. It's holding. You can see here, this is the trend there. It's a break coming to the trend. Retest it, and a good area to start to build to the upside, close all the gaps, is the 280. Let's check. Just a minute. So with the Qs, it seems that it has more power compared to the SPY. It tried to move to the upside. I think the SPY will try to do the same. And next resistance is 282 area. Yeah, here. Same as the algo. And from this place, if it reached the 282, it will continue to try to close the gap, to move up. So there is some sort of resistance at 278 area. So let's say 280 area, because it's just a round number. And if it wants to close the gap, yeah, closing the gap is the 282. This is the area where we get lots of price action. And there is no divergence in the long term, so it means it wants to push higher. And there are several buyers here. Momentum is down, so I think it will be just move up and then continuation to the downside until the buyers will try to defend. The buyers here try to defend this trend. You see price here goes with the trend, but above. From above again, here you can see what happened to the price. The price just was at this 20, let's say 2021 level. When it touched here, try to move up. When it touched here, try to move up and create moving to the upside. And here is way below the 28. So I think there will be an attempt for removing the pressure. Let's draw a trend here. Not a good one, but you can see it here. I draw it here. Let's see, this is the first break. Try to rest on it. Then we'll move to this place, maybe reject it, and then try to break it. There is nice volume here. So see what this candle is doing. Now, buyers coming at 280. Try to check them out. So I think this will move up. So in order for the SPY and the Qs to move up, they need to check a lot of the weak hands, and at the moment they are not succeeding. There is at the Qs there is small divergence to the upside, but it already moved here to the upside. Did it finish the move? I don't know yet. It here. Sorry. So it's tried to move, so maybe the move can be to this place, rejected, because the price like to move. You can see it here. Touch the purple down, and then try to touch the red, then down, and then touch and try to break and manage to break. So you can see it here, moving, touch the purple, touch almost the red and break. Try to break, failed, break once, succeeded, touched it once, now we try to break maybe and try to reach the 222, 224 area. We'll probably down a little bit. This is the area. So same skewed. The Qs to conclude, they started to move up a little bit for the short term, the momentum to the upside, but it's only for to close the gap. I think the first gap and the second gap. Let me see if it managed to hold the 280 and to hold it. It can move to, I think, to the area in the longer term a little bit, 305, this area. All right, so let's check it here. Let's clear. So if it managed to hold the 280, the next target will be 305, where it is someplace here. Alright, so let's rethink why. This is the algorithm. I'm trying to figure out what the algorithm is seeing. So we can see here, trend is up, the blue is up, this is up, this is up, this is a break. This is a break of the trend, alright? Usually when you see a break of the trend, the candle who broke it, this is the candle. The price likes to reach to the area to break, sometimes even to the start of the candle here. Retouched it and break to the downside. Alright, see what happened? So this is a simple strategy you can use. Does it do it every time? No, you should examine it. You can learn what is the percentage, which time frame is better for each stock. But this is a trend up, this is a break of the trend. Price likes to come where the break was, and then to break to the downside. And when it broke very harsh, and so you can see it as a V shape. This is a big move to the downside. You can see it here. This is like a V shape. So now it's sideways. Maybe it will try to come here to the 305. This is why the algo is saying if it's hold at 280, 281 area, it can make an attempt to come back to the 305. There is some sort of some resistance. Let's see. Yeah, 289 area. Yeah, the 989, 305. Yeah, so will be here some sort of resistance, and then this is the target for the longer term. Longer term is a week, a little bit less or more, depends on the momentum. So again, close the Qs and SPY. If it seemed that it started to move to the upside, but I'm still biased to the downside. I don't have any entry to the upside yet, and if it will, it's only for reversal. So 1-to-1 ratio, guys, don't be bold. Let's move to Tesla. Let's check it here. Tesla was very intriguing. See how it holds. 3-6-3-6 holds. Amazing. You can see it here. In touched, boom, failed. Break, immediately false break, failed. Break, touched, false break, failed. Touched here, failed. See how those lines with the algo lines very aligned. So Tesla longer term is weak, and longer term is more to the downside. Well, to the downside, I really don't know, because we need to check it. Let's examine it in the daily. Okay, the daily. You can see it here. We make it smaller. Oh, but there is no data. Weird. Let's see. Make no data. All right. So what we have here? Trend is up. 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 This is the break of the trend. What we told you, if there is a break of the trend, the price like to reach here, and even for the first candle who broke it, who started the break. So this is the candle. See what happened? Immediately take short here. Took short. And did it break the downtrend? No, because this is the beginning of the downtrend. This is the second phase of the downtrend. So it could be the third phase of the uptrend. And if it falls down, guys, the 600 is an area, and this is a fluid. 570, 5 can be just round number 550. There is not a lot of price action, just a number. But if we want an area, this is an area. 5 of 6, and even 500 to 550 can be an area Tesla could reach. And this is not that good. So sorry. Come on. Oh my god. This is it. If we go to the weekly, you can see here the pricing more clearly. 600, and this is a weekly, so there is a lot of spread from the 550, the 600 maybe here. So the price can touch. We closed above. Alright, price can touch the 600 and close above the 623, which will be a bullish sign, right? But at the moment we are on a downtrend. If we check the weekly, see that there is an uptrend. This is still up. Alright, this is still up. So the price needs to close a little bit below, and you can see it. Usually I'm not checking the weekly. Imagine, let's say the price will move up. The price will move up, will push here to the 600. If the price moves sideways, we'll take something. This is the 200. If the price moves down, it's so either way, the price will try to touch, I think, 200. And with Tesla, I think there is room for the downside. Even though, let's come back to the 60 minutes, even though that, let's see the session, yes, even though that on this trading, it's moved down, and the next day it's moved up and hold. But you can see we are still in a downtrend. Alright, we are still in downtrend, and what you can see here, this is a break of the downtrend. So what we said, we want to take to see the candle who broke it. This is the candle, price came here, and I don't know if it's call it here, but the price came here. This is in pre-market. You can see what happened. You wait for the price to come here for the break, and then you enter short. See, if you manage to do that, you probably make a lot of money. So, and now this is a downtrend. This is a downtrend. So I think we see a third leg, and see it, the stochastic almost touching the 50. So let's see. Do we have a divergence? This is going down. This is going down also. There is no divergence for reversal. And Tesla is in the downtrend, longer term. At the short term, a move to the downside, if it's break below the 648, below 648, we'll move to the downside. 648, if it closed below, now this is the candle, and I know I can make it more. Now it's here, it's let's say almost 648, but if it closed below the 648, you see how it didn't close below. So the next candle closed below this one, we have a trend, downtrend, and usually what it likes to do, it broke it. This is the candle who broke the trend to the upside. Price to retest it. So if we see that, what does it mean? So if I think it will want to break again to the downside and it will make a red candle, I mean it will do something like this. The price would like to come there and then maybe try to push lower. So at the moment I'm biased to the short side. If I want to be on the long side, on the longer term, I want it to at least close below the 666. So I will wait maybe to the 671, close above, and to resume to the uptrend. At the moment you can see there is some small reversal. This is a reversal divergence, which means it will come, and then it depends if it will come higher. There is, and this the price will struggle to close above this one. We have a short continue, which means it will come lower again. Then it will try to rest here at 600 area, and you can see here probably there are some buyers waiting at this price. Who knows? So at the moment, be careful with Tesla, because if it's break, it can fall to the below even the 600 and stop at the 550 and then bring the buyers. So be careful. And to enter long, 656, something like this, maybe intraday. So this is with Tesla. Let's continue to check more stocks and then decide it. Apple, don't rent much, only once I read it. So Apple, let's check longer term a little bit. Alright, what we see here, try to flip, you see it here, and then try to come back, basically like a SPY, hold the 130, the algo line, hold it. We check the 60 minutes, uptrend, this is break of the uptrend, this is the break, price will try to come here, amazingly break it, downtrend. So first, second, you might see a third leg. Alright, this is you see break, see, like first, second, third. Where is the break? Yeah, be third leg, guys. Careful, even though this is this accumulation, it is 135, 130. So this is the high, this is the low, and try to go sideways, and then try to decide which way to go. So careful here. At the moment, this is it. This is clearly coming up, but it's finished. See, it's finished the reversal. So it maybe try to push up, but if it push up, there is a lot of sellers here with the gap close, and they will push it and create some sort of divergence. So careful, it hits this move. So this is Apple mRNA. Let's check mRNA. mRNA again tricky. Try almost clear the one, was it 154, and then push down. So 135. Yeah. I think mRNA ready. Push up. Let me clear. Let's go to this 135. This area. I think it will move up, and you can see it with a lot of stock. Let's check it here. This is 20. This is the 15. Didn't finish. This is 20. Oh, 16. See it here. This is up 37. So sideways. I know I don't like it. Let's make it smaller. So again, I'm waiting, but this is, you see, a big accumulation zone. This is a big accumulation zone, and try to break the trends. Come to this trend, now re-break it, which is good. Re-break it and stay above. Stay above here is a good sign, and you can see the volume the last very good. So to the bullish side for the longer term, you want to be exact, is above 132.05. 132 here. Where it is 132, above it will go long. Where? To the 140, which is this one. Maybe try to reject, but there are lots of buyers, so they will hold it, and then it will. Let's check a smaller time frame. Yeah, I think it will continue higher to the 145, 146 area, and will be a good area to move to the upside. Let's check the smaller time frame and see what happened there. Okay, moving up, break. Is a break. So try to reach. It doesn't always work because this is the break, and it's move a little bit even higher, and then you can go short and oops, took you out, and boom. So you have to be very careful and to know how to trade it. And this is the first leg, second leg, moving up. This is moving up. There is no divergence. You can see it here. Let's check it. 91.50 and 91.90. So there is a divergence there. So let's see the first candle. Red one, move down, divergence. See the volume at the end of the session. So It's can even do a false break. I try to attempt to reach the 130 and fall down. So be careful there. You can even try to call it bear flag, something like this. Alright, so you can try to move here and then try to decide if to break down or break up. So at the moment I'm biased to the downside, but mRNA giving indication to the upside. So above 132.05 there is good indication in the longer term. We'll do a checkout. Don't just enter 132 because it can move to the downside and then move up like it did here. It moved down, move up, take all the stop losses here, and boom. So careful there, guys, because you see mRNA going sideways and they're trying to get more stocks in order to move it up. This is mRNA, Meta. What happened with Meta? Again, you know this gap. You want it, but at the moment we are still in a downtrend. We in the beginning of the downtrend. We can see that the stock like to be here. See what happened when it came. Wow. So started to build a little bit momentum sideways. So get ready for a break. Check this. Come on. It almost can break. So if it break, it can move here and touch the 180 again. Smaller time. Do we have a divergence? Yes. Again, most stocks of reversal. On the 60 minutes, see it more clearly, moving down, moving up, but finish, got rejected. Good place, 165. If it break to the 180, close this gap, and there is also a gap, small gap here, so we can try to push up. And see here. Okay. This is nice. Beginning, let's say beginning of the uptrend. This is above. This is above. All right. Now this is the break of the uptrend. See. So what we said, if this is the break of this uptrend, because it was a V shape, it's not a V shape, but a clearly very deep down. So stock likes to reach where it started on the 200. So do we have will we have an attempt to come back to the 200 and then decide what to do? And very nice. See here, downtrend, break of the downtrend, right? What does it mean? The buyers came here, so they will try to defend this zone. All right. So we will wait for the price to reach this area. You see, more buyers started to buy. Gap down. Checked all those stop losses. Was also a gap, so we need to see what happened earlier. And then, I don't care, you don't enter here. You don't enter here. Wait for it. And then it moved up. Very nice. And this was 1, 2, and not that much power. 3. And rejected. So maybe we'll see third attempts and bring the buyers to the 200 area. I know it's very hard to move the 200. We have rejection 170, 180 rejection, 190 rejection, dynamic resistance 195, 192, and to reach to the 200. But it could. So watch it. This is meta. And now let's go to Bitcoin. What happened? Mara, what happened to the Bitcoin? Oh my god. Just moving down, touch it, down, touch it, down, touch it, go down, try to break, down. Even if it will break, so we'll touch here and then fall. So you could see here that there is a divergence with the momentum. See that the momentum is trying to move up, but the price slowly moves down. So it's losing power, which is good. It's losing the power. Even though any break will meet the sellers. Break at the 870, break at the 10, at the 12 even to reach there. So you can see the volume started to build up here, which is good. We're gonna defend this zone. So there is the upside here. This is maybe the downside. And if you go to the round number, so the price section, go here 10, 5, 10, and then maybe break to the upside. At the moment, not much to tell. Deep in the downside, I want to touch it. Downtrend, downtrend. Oh, see here, okay. Downtrend, 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 downtrend. Break of the downtrend. This is the candle break. Try to reach here. Should we join? This is a pre-market. If we joined and immediately buy, oh my god, so it doesn't always work. Careful. So downtrend, 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 downtrend. I will wait, guys. Even though this is start to be a flat, which is good. There is no divergence yet in the short continuation, and there isn't also sideways. I will wait for it to break. Still downside, guys. So I will wait. Right, probably the same. Downtrend, 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 break, false break. Try to reach there. Boom, fall. Downtrend. This is a fake, but this is good because there are lots of buyers here. Downtrend, 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 downtrend. Still the same. So this is nice. This is a nice build-up. We take it up. You can see a flag. One, holding, holding, holding. If it's closed above this one, poof. Try to go up, touch the 200. Same goes here. This, I don't know when I brought this. So, fake break, come inside, fake break, and now sideways slowly. So now there is a new trend. This is why the reason why I'm not always follow trend lines. So see it here, maybe try to touch it. I will wait for Riot and Maro to clearly break and give me indication. I won't trade it also with the Bitcoin. So let's continue to gold, see what it's doing. Gold. Interesting. We told that the 175 would be a false. What happened? Gap down, immediately fell. Shook some buyers. See what happened. When it breaks the trend, it likes to reach. Very nice small doji. And then again move down. So do we have a continuation to the downside? What we have here, we have a divergence, short continuation. See it here. This is down. This is moving up. I don't know. This is probably not that strong divergence. Sometimes you can find it here, so careful. If you want to take it short, trade it carefully. I'm not trading it, I'm just trying to read it, see how it will affect the rest of the stocks. If you check the 60-minute, with the 60-minute, we'll probably see it more clearly. You can see the down move. You can see it here. This is 22.80, 27, short continuation. But see, it's reached too fast the oversold area. So there is buyer there. And be careful if we, let's see what happened. This is the downtrend moving up, and this is the break. Price like to reach to this place and see what happens, and this probably move to the upside. So see, this is the beginning of the trend up, so be careful, push the stock lower, so be careful with the gold. Could reach to the one again 74 and even much higher, so this gives me indication. And you can see the volume there, buyers came, also here they average down. So if they 172 wants $4, let's say $3, 172, 175, 178 area, let's see. Yeah, see there is some sort of sellers. Why not reach and take those out and then try to decide what to do. So if the gold will move up, the stocks will move down for a little bit more. Let's check the oil, Oxy. Nice prediction of the oil to move down. We could see the break there and see what happened. It kept down, tried to move up, failed, and then coming down again. So this is an area of 50-60. You probably try like a magnet, right, to reach there. It can close below closed, and we are deep in oversold here. And let's check the trend here. The same, not yet. So first reversal, maybe try to make, there is a volume there which is nice, but can do a bear flag and then lower, so careful with it. It could just stuck, let's say, imagine the oil will move down, so all the money will flow to the Nasdaq stocks, and the gold move up. So I don't know, can push the sideways move a little bit this way. Who knows? Do we have divergence? Let's see. Yes, there is a divergence. Reversal here, moving down. This is a little bit move up, so there is no clear confirmation of reversal yet. So wait, because it could be just oversold and continue oversold, and so careful with it. And what else? Oh, there is. I'm posting sometimes few stocks, which is interesting. This is Asi-c. All right. For the for the reversal. This is just for the reversal. Deep oversold. Volume coming in. See how it's managed to close with a form of a double bottom. This is one. This is the second. There is a nice bullish candle. Could be a nice reversal. This is a very steep, very stretch to the downside, so it can just try to move intraday and make a few bucks there. Very nice. We check it. 60 minutes. See the volume there. Try to wait for confirmation, and if you check it out, you can do some nice money here, but just be careful because you can see it here. this is a big divergence. So it means that the buyers came here. So let's see if they can defend the 30 zone, the 30-50 zone, and see how they handle it. If we go to the 15 minutes, you can see we are still in a downtrend. So wait, go to the 5 minutes. You can see the downtrend. This is a break of the downtrend, which is good. So wait for it to come back to the 30-50, see how it reacts to it, then move upside. So we should follow it. So guys, let's come back to the S&P. See how it let's conclude. S&P start to build head and shoulders. This is the head. We didn't build yet the right shoulders, so wait for it. It seems that there is some divergence to reversal, so it can move up to 378, 80, wait for it, and then can try to reverse for short continuation, because it can do some reversal divergence, or let's mean like this, and then there is a divergence. So be careful with it. We have 3 gaps to close, which probably next week we will try to close the first gap maybe. The first gap here, and maybe later the second gap. Very hard to close the third gap. So at the moment I'm biased to the downside. We can see the gold try to move higher, the oil a little bit lower, probably a small reversal to the upside. I will trade it very carefully. So this is it, guys. Yeah, 50 minutes, oh my god. But hope you like it. Trying to explain, give you some indication how we're reading the trend, just watching and preparing for the trading. So good luck, have fun, bye bye.